Say that again, Brian.
Alright, so like, especially back in the day when I was down bad and I was smoking cigarettes and stuff like that.
Dude, you smoked Marlboro Blacks, the red pack.
Dog, all the time. So, waking up in the morning.
He literally picked the cigarette that has the most amount of death in it on the market.
Literally.
As you're saying?
So, waking up in the morning, maybe having breakfast, eating breakfast, making yourself some coffee, like just regular coffee, doesn't have to be anything special. And you just light a cigarette or you hit some nicotine, like a vape or something, and then you take a big sip from the coffee, especially when it's warm. Ooh, that shit's good. Like, it's just a feeling that hits. I don't know how to describe it. It's just one of the small things in life that is amazing.
I don't smoke nicotine because, unlike Najee and some of the people we were in choir with, I don't hurt my lungs like that.
Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah, you don't drink the
Maybe I should have put you up here. I forget how quiet you talk.
Yeah, facts.
I don't sip nicotine or coffee. Is that better?
Yeah, we're out here raw dog in reality.
Dog, I guess I'm not. I can't say the same.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah.
But good morning, everyone. It's a Saturday morning still. It's 15 minutes still. It's not morning anymore. And we're just taking a ride, going through some places.
Why was the traffic so bad, like on the highway on a Saturday?
Dog, I do not.
You know what it is?
What?
People are traveling because of the nice weather.
Yeah, that's probably it. I mean, COVID's done, dog. Like, everybody's back on the road.
Or at the very least, like, we don't care if the old and vulnerable die. Old, I'm supportive of. Like, this YouTube channel, this is in Twitch channel or whatever this is on. This is an anti-boomer slander channel.
I mean, sure. I'm not against it.
It's valid.
Nah, I'm playing. Inclusive, very.
Unless you're an elected federal politician over the age of 60.
You know who you are.
Yeah.
But what's going on today?
So I'm actually curious. How's Noelia doing?
We're good.
Okay.
We're getting an apartment, so that's better to show.
Yo, Meadow's coming home for a weekend next weekend.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah. But the reason why is, like, I've been trying to get her to play Elder Scrolls Online so much with me. But she's so busy because it's finals week.
How's that going?
It's going. She's dying. Poor thing. But so what are you looking at, Jaquan? $1,500s? Portraits? What?
For the record, that is not what he said.
Sorry, I actually have like these like really packed, caked earwax in my ear, right in front of my eardrum. So the reason why I can't hear shit is because on both my ears I have blockages.
I feel that. I get that. Dog, I don't care what anybody says. Earwax management or whatever the fuck you call it is goddamn hard. It's hard to clean your ears. It's weird.
Especially when you're doing it to yourself. Plus, you can't use Q-tips because they suck.
Yeah, you're not supposed to.
And they don't clear it out. They make it worse. They push the shit in. Why do you think my shit's so packed?
And I'm like, what are we supposed to use then? What am I supposed to do?
Dude, the only type of cleaning I get with my ears is like when I'm like sleeping and I feel a piece of earwax come out of my ear.
Actually, I know what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to put wax softener in our ears and then rinse it out.
My girlfriend once took like hydroperoxide and poured a little bit in my ear, and then just like let it like take the shit off and then like flip it to the top.
That's good. That is one way to indeed do it.
So,
yeah.
Did you hear that what was it called? Lovecraft County show was canceled? The really popular one on HBO
Yes,
Max?
I like that show a whole lot.
Do you want to know why it got canceled?
Why?
That show got canceled because the main actress
Yeah.
like went to like Apple TV on like, oh, I want to create this other thing with you guys, and HBO was like, what? Bitch, what?
Dang.
And they're like, and they like fucking bitch canceled that shit out of spite. But it was winning accolades and making a lot of money, and like the HBO Max that is that petty. Like Netflix isn't that petty.
I know.
Like, and they should be that petty because HBO Max is taking so much of their market share.
Damn,
You know
that's
why
good.
Netflix isn't that petty?
Why?
Because they got The Rock. And they got Gabe.
And everybody wanting to make a show for them too.
Yeah, for
They got The
real.
Rock, Ryan Reynolds, Mikel got it finally.
Dog, they
Dude,
really
and they got Dave Chappelle.
Yes.
No, they they house him, bro. Like,
They
Chappelle
they
Show-
got content makers loyal to them.
the Chappelle Show might be on HBO Max, but like Netflix exclusively gets the specials, without a doubt. And that's important. That generates a lot of heat.
Not to say that the Chappelle Show isn't a great work of art, but like I'm not going back and watching it on HBO Max. I don't want to give them no money.
Yeah, no, for real.
Like he said, like, yo, don't support unless
Yeah, but they started paying him fairly.
which is I mean, Comedy Central isn't. They're
HBO
being a bunch of
Max
bastards.
is-
HBO Max is like, we want your shit.
Yeah,
We want your blessing. Can you please just give us, like, let us get big money? Oh, man. I mean, I respect it, but
So, Evan, Jaquan, what do you guys feel about this Chris Rock, Will Smith thing? Y'all care? Y'all think it matters? It don't matter?
so the answer to the first two questions is I don't care, and it doesn't matter. And my obligated internet creator opinion is Chris Rock either had not thought about that joke enough before he said it, or was being deliberately out of pocket. Regardless of that, Will Smith shouldn't have done that in terms of like smacking him.
Well, can I tell you something about Chris Rock you might not know?
What?
Supposedly, I don't know if this is true, and we can look it up.
He didn't know that alopecia was. He had alopecia?
Supposedly, Chris Rock has Asperger's, so he couldn't process the fact that Will Smith was actually upset about it. Because if you see Will Smith's reaction at first, he's laughing, and then he looks over at Jada, she's upset, and then that's when he gets mad.
Right.
So people are now saying, is this like okay overall? Because that's like, you can't smack somebody who's, who
Well, my
has
thing is that you
Asperger's.
shouldn't be smacking people regardless. Like, I need, like, you like,
Do you buy into the view? Because a little bit of the conversation right now amongst comedians, and say what you want about it, say if you think it's like extreme or whatever, I really don't have an opinion on it either way. Supposedly they see it as like, this is the comedy world and the acting world kind of clashing, and being like, okay, sure, maybe it wasn't an amazing joke, like everybody wasn't exactly being like, they weren't dying on the floor, but you can't smack a person on stage
while they're performing.
Is it okay now for any audience member to smack somebody
Well,
on
the
stage?
answer to that is obviously no. But what?
Well, I mean,
but yes, are there going to be some dumbasses who have that as an idea? Sure.
I'm saying though, is this not an extreme example of Hollywood actors not being able to laugh at themselves, taking themselves way too seriously, and having outbursts and temper tantrums like a child?
Well, you have to remember, before the new shit came in, before like the new media landscape of YouTube and content creators and all that existed, I can say it's not outlandish to say that comedy that comedy is the only actual meritocracy in Hollywood type structure in Hollywood. The meritocracy broadly in America, as I think we can probably agree as a group, is fairly false and a misexaggeration. You know, to quote George Carlin, it's the American dream because you have to be asleep to believe it.
Yeah.
A little nihilistic, sure, but still. But Hollywood is an aristocracy. It's not. It's like the likelihood of someone like you or me or Jaquan going into Hollywood and having a reasonable trajectory of success compared to someone who is related to someone or somebody owes them in the industry is much smaller.
Oh no, for sure.
And comedy is can the industry prop up certain comedians? Like, sure, but they don't last very long. The only comedians that actually do like last a long time are ones that are A, pretty savvy, and B, or at least like, or savvy like in enough of a way, or B, they're good. You know, comedy is one of the, like, being a comic is like one of the handful of professions on this earth that's an actual meritocracy. You know, at the end of the day, you pull away all the fat. You know, it's, you know, you can't suck and be successful. You have to have like some level of skill, and you have to be found funny by your audience. Right. To be an actor, that's not the case. They just let Elvis be an actor.
Yeah.
Let him just sing his lines.
Yeah, I've seen him as well. He does release.
It's not. It's
hilarious.
yeah. I mean, yeah. So like, that's the big thing. Like, is there a discrepancy between, is the comedy world and the acting world, like Hollywood, different? Absolutely. They're different fucking universes with different people. You know, I'm not saying that like there's a lot like my problem with Hollywood isn't like what other people might like. I don't have a problem with Hollywood being liberal. In fact, I encourage it. What I do have a problem with is their neoliberalism on an economic front.
Yeah.
And in comedy, you can get lots of different people with lots of different opinions and backgrounds.
But the
And
funny
you
thing,
don't get that really with Hollywood that much.
the funny thing about Hollywood is it's a money-hungry industry.
It is.
That doesn't care about humanitarian issues, and then turns around and pretends to be liberal. It's like one of the
That's most liberals. Think about like the average suburban like liberal. They vote blue. They're like for diversity and stuff. But then they're against, say, a free garden in their neighborhood. They're at all the city council meetings yelling, no, NIMBY.
No,
you know, not in my backyard.
I don't know, man. Like, my other opinion on this matter, and this is the last thing I'll say about it, is the other year, I forget what year it was, but it was either because Will or Jada Smith did not get nominated for whatever role they were in. And they were saying that the Oscars were whitewashed and this, that, and the other thing.
Like, they're not.
Hold on. And now my thing is, right, all these old white people who run the, what's it called? The Academy and whatever, are now going to be saying, well, look at this. We invited a black person to host the show. We invited black people to be at the show. And now y'all really made a scene, and this is in front of the world. So why should we... And I'm not saying this is the correct opinion. I'm saying this is what's going to happen. Now they're going to be like, why should we like one of your movies? Because look what happens if we do.
Because the rest of the country, I think, would be mad. Like, they're not...
But that hasn't stopped them before. They knew they were going to be mad in like 2016 or 2017 or whatever year it was.
Can I actually tell you something? Can I actually make a counterpoint?
I guess.
I think that they're going to try and have more things like this happen in the future.
Maybe.
Because think about it. This was the second most watched Academy Award in like the last 30 years.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then what's the point of an award show? You might as well just make another fucking yearly what's it called? Reality TV show, like episode. And every 10 years is a fucking season.
Because every award show that's on television, or just period, is dying.
I guess.
And it's like,
that's not
there's
true,
no
though, because
there's no point in, there's going to be a point where it's just like, it's not worth the money to televise the Oscars.
Well, that's not necessarily true, because
I think only like
hold on, wait. New media shows are so fucking famous right now. Like, it's not even funny. Like, there's so many new media shows that are still getting nominated, that are winning awards, that are doing absolutely amazing at the box office and shit like that, and making tons of money. So you can't say that the industry is dying per se. Maybe movies and like
I'm
movie
talking
theaters.
about the old school stuff. Like, it's like, the thing is that, like, Netflix is for us. We don't need to see an award show to know what the best movies are. That's what things like Rotten Tomatoes and the Twitter trending page is fucking for. Like, this is for, those award shows are for them. It's for their own, like, perpetual thing of influence, and Oscars make more money, you know. It's just, that's just what it is. It's, you know, for us, like, we, in hell, new media has things like the Internet Awards. Like, and those,
the streamies.
and the streamies, and all of these things, from what I'm aware, numbers-wise, do better than the Oscars, than the Academy Awards, the Grammys,
Yeah, low-key.
the Tonys.
Who watches the Tonys? The biggest year was like the year that fucking Hamilton was out.
Bro, if you weren't the person, like, if you being as much of a fucking theater kid as you are, aren't watching the Tonys,
No.
you know, like, I don't even think Will Brock watches the Tonys, and he's bigger than you.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, it's not. Like, I think that's just it. It's like, new media doesn't need these award shows, because these award shows didn't ever consider anything in new media. It took them forever to just consider Netflix's stuff.
Yeah.
And so it's like, we create, instead of like just waiting for them to come along, we just made our own. Like, new media just says, here's our own shit.
Well, I think the fact of the matter is that old media is catching up to new media. Like, they're coming out with HBO Max and Showtime now or whatever.
But you got to remember, they're following, like, when I say new media, like, I'm saying for this conversation, yes, we're including things like Netflix in it, but I'm talking about, like, YouTube, Twitch, that kind of stuff. That's what when I think new media, I'm thinking, like, non-conventional.
No, I was saying more like Netflix shows are the most popular thing right now. Hulu shows are popular now. Like, Amazon Prime fucking Video is like a big deal. Like, there's a lot of good shit out there. Like, it's not just I understand what you mean, and I agree, but I'm saying, including that, it's what we're seeing is pretty much everybody updating themselves to match the times. Because, I mean, you have, like, Paramount Plus now. Paramount has been around for a minute. Like, they've been making movies for a while.
Or how about Peacock?
Yeah, exactly.
CNN Plus launched last week.
And they brought ad space on Crystal and Sagar.
Yeah, I saw that shit. They were heated about that shit, too.
Yeah, they're like, why would you do this?
It's odd. It's just odd.
It's odd times. It's definitely the case.
You see anything good on Netflix lately, or just not? When I say Netflix, I mean just online streaming services.
I mean, it's not necessarily that it's good, it's just that it's watchable. Or that it catches your attention.
It's like putting on a YouTube video on a second monitor.
Kinda.
Yo, I'm actually hyped. I set up the TV, the big TV in my apartment.
Yeah.
It's hooked up to the primary monitor on my computer.
Oh, nice.
That way I can fucking play games and shit, and you guys don't have to crowd around a TV. You can just sit on the couch.
That's cool. Can you do a record?
Yeah, I take the Yeti mic and I got an extender and I put it out there.
Oh, that's perfect.
And then all that happens from there is what's it called? And then and then I have a camera that goes on top, and so there's like 2 screens. And then I got a headset that has its own mic, and OBS can make those separate.
Oh, nice. Okay, so they record on separate channels?
Yeah.
Can you actually, like, solo each recording or no?
Yeah, like I can't solo it like individually, but
No, I'm saying like maybe in post, like would you be able to send the audio files?
I'm sure it's possible to do. It's OBS. It's like, you know, I'm sure I can, but it's like
it's also mad complicated.
And it's also not my priority. My priority is getting it onto Twitch and YouTube as a live streaming thing first.
Yeah, no, I guess that.
How goes the photography business, by the way, Jaquan?
Yeah, how is that going?
We've been getting business everywhere because of the stories and stuff.
I tried to turn the volume up for the notification volume up, and it fucking shut off. I'll edit it in post. Fuck it.
Episode 2. What's
nah,
up,
it's not. I'm gonna edit it so it's all together. I'm not dumb. But you were saying about the photo business, Jaquan?
Just a little louder, Jaquan.
I got you.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I don't know how loud the road's gonna be in post.
I feel like we're pretty loud though.
Yeah.
At least you're
It's not like the windows open would have been a lot worse.
Yeah, imagine.
Told you.
I know.
I would really like to keep going the speed we've been going. That would have been nice.
The wind sounds like Mike Tyson is hitting you freaking
Maybe it's a good idea. Didn't make this a podcast. Shit.
Should I get into that lane? What do you think, Evan?
Go Speed Racer Go?
My thing is, are there a lot of cars over there?
There's a white car a little further up. This person had the same idea.
Yeah, same with the person behind me. Let's go, baby. I'm trusting you. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I backed the right horse. That's my boy. That's my boy. Okay.
She's on her phone.
What?
She's on her fucking phone.
I'm not trying to ride your wheel, bro. I'm just trying to get there.
Yeah, this person in front of us whose ass you're riding does not like you.
I don't give a fuck. How about that?
Oh, you're toxic.
No, dog. When I'm driving, especially on a highway, if you're in the left, you got to be going 70 or more. I kind of want to overtake you, but I am going 75. And you got into the right lane. Are you going? You better go. Good.
Oh, God. Mike, so you're the type of driver my girlfriend loathes.
I was wrong. Look at my mistakes.
If it isn't the consequences of my actions.
What's happening? I disagree with what's going on here. Alright, well.
Oh, no,
My patience is universal. I never realized any time. My bad. I don't realize it any more than when I'm in the car with someone else.
Oh, trash. It's all trash.
Is it weird that I find it kind of hot that my girlfriend like cusses at people in anger on the highway?
I was about to start cursing when we were recording.
Oh, you tease.
See, but I actually keep up with the road. Like, we good. I got us. I ain't gonna let us fucking die. Okay.
Oh, man. Where the fuck are we?
We are in
Still.
Queenstown. What the fuck is going on here?
Good.
I'm not about to fucking swerve or nothing.
Rip the homie, I guess. Literally.
Yeah, dog. He might be not with us no more.
Let's get an F it. Let's all put F in the comment section for this, please. F in chat for the homie who's no longer with us.
I don't know.
Oh boy. Yep, this is starting to get a little familiar.
Is it?
Get shit. Royal Farms gas $3.75.
Told you.
You weren't even wrong. Maybe I'll fill up maybe I'll fill up your tank there on the way back.
Yeah.
Like shit.
Yeah.
The outlets here?
Yes. I think this is the first I've been there.
Yeah, we're about to go to Brazil.
Brazil.
Basically,
Single lane. Yeah.
What he's really saying is welcome to the jungle.
more like the Caucasus. Here's kind of like how fucking nutty St. Mary's County is, bro. But about like at Great Mills High School at circa 2000 and I don't know, fucking 7, 8 maybe. Like I remember my dad, Joey fucking Haggard, my blood father, said like was in like an assistant principal at something at Great Mills High School, and like he had to fucking like discipline teenagers there who found like a little nest of bunnies, like tiny baby bunnies, and like they just threw them against the fucking wall or some shit.
Jesus.
Yeah, they're fucking animals down here, bro.
That is insane.
Because here's the thing, and I'm not even saying it's like it's their fault. It's like there's nothing to do here.
No,
And they also, that was like before the internet was ubiquitous. You know, I'm not saying they didn't have the internet, but the service down here wasn't very good.
No, I got you.
And when you're in a brick building for school,
there's only so much you can do.
there's only so much you can do. I'm not saying I'm pro dead bunnies. I'm just saying that leave St. Mary's County. Or move. I think you'd like anywhere else, like Silver Spring or some shit.
Where?
Baltimore. I don't know. I'm sure if you're working a shitty retail job, you can work a shitty retail job in Ann Arbor.
Or anywhere for that matter.
You got a car? They can't read with that shit if they can't find you. I don't. Shit. Take it to like this. We got some shady fucking automobile places. Call them to an empty parking lot. Have them remove the fucking thing off the fucking engine. Say what?
I said Denny's bringing that.
Yeah.
That's not even the old. That's a new.
Bro, you want to know how fucking out there we are? I don't think there's a Waffle House in St. Mary's.
Really?
Yeah. You'd think it would be there. Bro. There was one Wawa and it was outside of fucking, what was it, Lexington Park? No, it's in the Great Mills area, I think it is. It literally is a case of just they killed that fucking Wawa. My grandpa in Conkerville told me about it. He said they stole so much from that Wawa and they had to fucking close it.
That's how it is.
It was just probably so freaking that like the insurance payments couldn't cover it anymore. Because like big companies like that, they love having their shit stolen.
Yeah.
Because then they can just write whatever the fuck they want for insurance purposes.
They can make that specific location.
Huh?
I said, I don't know if they could, but they could. They can specific location. That would be the
dude, if they could have done it, that fucking Walgreens in Trolley Square where I live, like across the street from where I used to live, bro, dude, during the pandemic, people were being menaces. They'd walk in with open backpacks and just like take like and throw it in the back of their shit and walk the fuck out.
That's just how it be.
And honestly, I'm not even mad at it, you know? Yeah. Fuck Walgreens. They didn't pay their employees dick over the pandemic. They got paid $10.75 an hour in the fall of 2019, and it is now spring of 2022, and they're still getting paid $10 an hour. You know the worst part? Managers don't get paid more. They get paid the same amount.
Nah, I would be like, bye.
They just get the luxury of full time. That's the exact type of white woman you would like.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. No, I just saw a woman in the other car, and she looked like the exact type of woman that Brian who's like Summer he probably ruined with emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
I can't with that.
Only person better than that is Mr. Roger.
Uncle Roger?
Uncle Roger, that's what it is.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yo. Oh, man. It's great.
That's the only reason I'm buying the orange polo shirt.
I feel that. Look at that.
Bro,
you don't want to be confused.
I can't own polos anymore, bro.
Why?
Because like I just can't take care of them. Like it's just like they always got like the dog ear collars that don't stay up. They're always stained to high hell. I can't. I just wear it like I forget it's a polo and I treat it like it's a normal shirt, and it's like it's an ill-fitting polo and it looks kind of ratty. And it's not like I have to wear. I'd rather wear the dress shirts.
I understand.
No, I like I roll up my sleeves with them, and then I'm good. It's a short sleeve. You saw my Conrad Schools of Science uniform. Those poor polos were fucked. I wore a sweatshirt in the summer because I was ashamed of not only that and my man titties. You mean the polo or my man titties? Yeah. I need to actually start trying to walk to work. No, wait. Walk home from work. Because I'd rather go down that hill than up it. You know that hill that goes up to 202? That curved one? Yeah. I walked up that on my first day to work. My ass took a lift for the next 3 months. And then I figured out the bus route. Now I'm good.
Okay. We're still good. Yeah. We're literally going straight. It's been like almost 60 miles.
Oh, this is fun. This is a fantastic design to shorts.
Yeah, I can't tell.
A bunch of little speed bumps all across the bridge.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely not stopping anybody. It's not speed bumps. It's definitely
Just
not speed
bridge
bumps.
segments when they were building it.
Yeah. this fucker up here is preventing you from keeping a proper tempo.
know.
It is bothering me a little bit more than it should. Because it's like, I'm just like, dun-dun, dun-dun. And now that's
because it sounds like a heartbeat because of the
And now it's not there at all.
it was in 4/4. It was good.
Yeah, it was good. And now he fucked it up.
Have you ever looked at an old white woman and thought like she probably went to a hanging before?
Jesus, I can't say that I have.
Like,
how often do you have these thoughts?
Like,
I sometimes forget that racism is a thing.
oh yeah, no, like, listen, if I see somebody our age at being a genuine like fascist, like, I'm surprised, because I usually think we're better than that. Not always. There's a lot of little like baby Nazis and stuff on TikTok and shit. But you know, when I see an old person, probably 65 chance that they're 63, 65% chance maybe that they've called a black person the N-word to their face before. No,
Makes sense.
now I'm giving like 35 for like a 35, like 30, like 38 or 40, like a 35, like 38% chance that they didn't. Well, there are some old people that, you know, aren't racist.
Like Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, like Bernie Sanders. And I was trying to think of another one where I'm like confident they are not racist.
I feel
Dolly
like,
Parton.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like low key. Come on, a little bit.
She did that movie with
It doesn't. I'm not
You know what I
saying.
mean? Hold on.
I'm messing with you.
Hold on.
I'm not saying that, you know, she's an evil person. I love Dolly Parton.
No, Dolly Parton. Like when we kill all the
key.
when we kill all the rich people, Dolly Parton is like getting a pass like Keanu Reeves and Morgan Freeman.
Why is there some kind of contingency plan? It's like, oh,
Ryan Reynolds is not on the list because he'll find a way to survive.
I guess.
what about Bear
Who?
Grylls?
He's going to be on an island in the middle of the Pacific filming a show, and he's not going to know shit's gotten real until they radio back. He's just like, you know what? Let's just stay here.
Sorry. Didn't mean to be a dickhead.
But isn't Survivor Man, like, doesn't he actually do his shit? And isn't Bear Grylls like a charlatan?
Kind of. He always has a team there.
Did you see the happiness? Did you see the Happiness of Cyanide thing where they had Ted Bear?
Oh, yes, I did.
He got fired when he wouldn't bite his dick off.
We are an hour
Oh,
and a half
how I
away.
wish I was in the land of cotton.
Is this left line good?
Like, that's the vibes I'm getting. Say what?
Is this left line good to you? Sidebar.
Is it telling you that?
I don't see anybody on it.
You could go over one and go past them. There we go. I think that was the same chick I said earlier. That'd be the type of white woman you ruined her summer. And this time she looked back at me. Sorry. Ow. God, I hate being fucking 6'2". This shit's annoying. 6'1". I don't know how tall I am. I honestly don't know how tall I am because like I get measured at like a different doctor's office and they come up with different numbers. My stepdad says that he's 6 foot and I'm about an inch or two taller than him. But then I get I get measured by somebody. But then I meet somebody else who says they're 6 foot and they're an inch taller than me. So what the fuck do I know?
I don't know. People are always lying about their height.
I think men always lie about their height, like women lie about their weight.
Jaquan, can you pass me the Coca-Cola there somewhere behind my seat?
But unlike the women lying about their weight, which is like
yeah, it should be a can.
Which I mean is like that can be that can fluctuate and change, and like that can also that's also like not a good thing either. Men have lied to each other about it so fucking much that none of us know at this point like who is what. Mind if I kill this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Appreciate that. I'm thirsty. I said, men have lied to each other about their heights so much that nobody knows how tall they really fucking are. Oh. And the people that do, like, say, like, try to tell other people, I'm this height, and that the height is this, and then everybody just calls bullshit on that. Because
I'm 5'11" for sure. I know that for a fact.
I swear, I could have sworn I was 6 foot, but I think my stepdad might be a little bit. He might be 5'10". He might be a midget, not 1 into a minute. I'm kidding. He's not a midget.
Am I taller than your stepfather? I don't think I am. I didn't think I was.
He might be.
I think he's 6 foot.
After adjustment, 5'8", but like 5'7".
Yeah, and yet, until you settled down with Jocelyn, you were quite literally the most eligible bachelor in our entire fucking graduating class.
Is that true?
At least one woman lied about fucking them for bragging rights.
Damn, bro, it'd be like that. That's how you know you're on top of the world.
Except he didn't give in like you.
Always.
Nah, I didn't mean to be mean, bro. My bad.
No, I don't. Who am I to turn down?
I still remember what Callie did to you.
It'd be like that. Take L's in the love war all the time. Can this fucking bastard go?
I got my W. I'm Gucci.
That's how it be.
I'll be real with you.
Yeah.
At the very least, we were on this trip to like New York or something, and you and I were both and we were both single. I'd be scared to go with you because of what you try to wrap me into.
Why? Like what?
No, you wouldn't. But it's like
dog. But if we were all single, ooh.
Even him, if he was still single. I didn't say you in that. Because I know you wouldn't do anything, and Brian would look away for like a half second, and you'd fade back.
I'm just there for conversation.
Nah, dog, I would drag him into everything, cause he's quiet. So you're not about to deny it loud, bro. You're just gonna like be coming, and you're just gonna be like in the shadows, like quiet as hell, smoking or doing whatever. And I'm gonna be like, dog, we're going to this party right now. Let's go. You'd be like, all right. You'd be like, but I don't want. I'll be like, let's go.
Oh man.
That's exactly how it would be though.
I was just imagining the same energy as Darnell.
Yeah. Bro, I could go for another one of those fucking burritos.
Dog, I feel
they're good as shit.
Especially a long one.
Okay. So I was about to say, I think we're going to Annapolis.
We're passing it. We're passing through.
Yeah.
Is there any place y'all want to like eat or something there?
We should find it. I'm not going to no Golden Corral.
Bro, we got shit to do today. We can't go to Golden Corral for lunch.
I'm just gonna sit down at a Golden Corral with a fucking chocolate fondue and just bask in the goddamn food, dog. I'm not gonna eat my trough.
don't even know if that's there.
Would it be sexual harassment if I stuck my dick in a chocolate fondant fountain and then put it in my girlfriend's face?
I don't know. I think she would have to be okay with it.
You probably wouldn't in private.
I don't think it would be sexual harassment, but I do think
I get arrested for sexual, for indecent exposure. Indecent exposure, yeah.
Yes.
You ever had anyone want a mini chocolate banana?
It wouldn't just be indecency.
Yeah.
It'd be something else.
They'd want to throw an extra charge on there for good measure. Like, indecency would be a fine in community service. Indecent exposure would be like...
It would be indecent exposure, public exposure, and then something for contaminating the chocolate fountain with your genital skin.
I just realized Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey was shut down like in 2015.
Yep.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened to the clown college, you think?
I don't know. Alright, let's go. You're cute. Let's keep going.
I will say though, being a clown is actually like not a terrible profession. Like, obviously you're a clown, so blah, but I mean, you know, it's not W-2 work, but I mean, if somebody hires, I mean, you can get $1,000 for a birthday party. That's not bad. You can do that. Right. Steve-O would have been a great stunt clown. He actually went to clown college, believe it or not.
Yeah, I do know that.
Thank you. You're amazing.
What's the ETA on our arrival time?
About an hour and a half.
That's not bad. We're making good time.
Well, I'm fucking stepping on it.
I'm surprised we haven't hit traffic at all.
Dog.
It's going south is always easier than going north.
Yeah.
True.
I know that by traveling to Florida. It's no traffic. Well, not me driving, but being in my car.
I would love to do more road trips with you guys if you're okay with that. I mean, like, same rules apply. I pay for like a meal and the gas.
Alright. But I will say, let's put a button in this for right now, and we'll be back in a bit.
Doodles. We'll be back. Either this will be probably the end of the video or just another jump cut. Remains to be seen.
Poggers.